All right, another video. This one we're going to talk about closing the sale. Gallagher here. Forgot to mention that. Subscribe, of course. And I'm gonna try. I got a new mic. I'm gonna try out some like some beatbox house music for you real quick. Give you a little entertainment with this video. Ready? All right. I guess I really suck at that. So, anyways, what we're talking about again is how to close the sale, and this is pretty much it. This is what I do. It's real simple, but I'll explain exactly what I got going on here. I got it color coded and shit to make to make it easier to see. I guess when the sections here, I got a nice royal blue, and then like a dog dick red, and then this highlighted area down here. So these are 3 points I'm trying to make when I communicate with customers to get the sale. So now I could do this in person or in text or an email, whatever. However I'm communicating with them, I do the same thing. And then also, don't let me forget here, at the end, I'm going to share with you how I negotiate. Yeah, that's enough. How I negotiate. So I'll put that at the end there. If they have a problem with the price, I'll show you a little trick that I do. So all right, so let's say we're talking with this dude Smapty. I just love that name, Smapty. So Smapty wanted a quote. So I'm getting back with Smapty. Could be a guy, could be a girl. It sounds like a guy's name. And this is what I would say. I would say, here's the quote. Well, first, hello Smapty or whoever they are. Here's the quote for the service or services. If they requested multiple services. Here's the quote for the service you requested. I can do the job for 450. Now, let me start by saying I charge a premium. Like, I do good work, and if you guys have a website, well, first of all, if you don't have a website, you need a website. You need to have that. That's a huge pre-sell for people. They want to see the work you do, and they want to see that you're professional. So get a fucking website. You can do it for free. I'm gonna show you how to do it for free in a future video. And if you have a website already, make sure one, it's professional, and make sure two, you have lots of pictures on there. I have tons of before and after pictures on mine. I take the most shocking results, like the dirtiest spots. Every time I do a job, I'll take like the grimiest shit I can find on the job I'm doing, and then just kill it. Do a really good job, and then take a nice close up of the results, post it on my site, and it really helps pre-sell people because they want to see that in their fucking house or whatever. So okay, let me start over. I'm really sorry. I'm not even gonna edit this out. I'm just gonna fucking go. So we're gonna start back over. Hello, Smapty. Here is the quote for the service you requested. I can do the job for 450. So now I'm gonna justify why I'm charging that much. Some people, they don't give a fuck. I'll tell them whatever the price is. They'll be like, okay, sure, whatever. When can you start? When can you do it? And then some people are kind of hesitant. Some people are like, whoa, that's a lot. So, but most time, I think they expect it to be a lot. You're cleaning their fucking house, like it's a big job, right? But the way we do it with soft washing, it's really not that hard if you do it right with the right equipment and setup and everything. So I can do the job for 450. And then this is the first part. The first part is I'm pretty much justifying why I'm charging that much, whether they think it's a lot or not. I'm just going back to, I'm just, again, don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm telling them, showing them why I'm charging that much. So which includes pre-treating all the surfaces with cleaning agents, which I really do. I'm kind of basically explaining the soft wash method here, but which includes pre-treating all the surfaces with cleaning agents. This not only yields far better results than power washing alone, it also kills mold, mildew, and algae. So I try to use proper grammar. I use higher level words, so I look more professional to them. They don't want a fucking retard over there blasting the siding off their house with a power washer. So this helps ensure that I'm not that retarded. Okay, so then the red part I'm doing. I kind of contrasted it with the blue, remember? So I got the dog dick red here. And is much safer on your siding. Relying on high pressure to clean can easily damage surfaces. So here I'm kind of alluding to the fact that there are some morons out there that's what they're going to do. They're going to show up with their power washer, and they're just going to hit the surface with high pressure and likely fuck some shit up. So I'm telling them, again, here I'm just telling them why, I'm kind of justifying my cost, and then also giving them a glimpse into or alluding to what may happen if they go with someone else. So if they go with someone cheaper, and there are people out there that are really cheap and they do shitty job, they do shitty work, and I'm not afraid to say it, and they don't use soft washing, and they're gonna hit your surface. And they don't, or even if they do soft washing, they're using like the over the counter shit from Home Depot that doesn't work well. So then they have to still use pressure to get the surface clean instead of just using, a proper amount of sodium hypochlorite and a surfactant and things of that nature. But so so I'm telling them, yeah, you could get someone cheaper, but this is what you might end up with. So that's kind of my niche. I'm not like the top dollar dog. I don't have like a huge company where I've got a lot of overhead, so I got to charge more. But I'm way above these yahoos. So then the last part, once I tell them this, hopefully that kind of helps justify the cost. And if they're on the fence, maybe that alone will tip them over. And if they're still on the fence, this can kind of help too. And then I kind of create this sense of urgency, fear of loss, right? So they probably want this job done rather quickly. They're contacting me for it. And, all my pretty much all my customers come through my website, which I've mentioned in other videos. And again, that's going back to having a professional website. So to get to this last part, if you would like to move forward, let me know. I have an opening next week. So by kind of coaxing them into this, I think is a nice way to say, hey, if you'd like to move forward, I'm not pressuring them. Let me know. No big deal. No sweat. But I have an opening next week. That's telling them that it's sort of like saying I only have one opening, right? An opening. And I am pretty busy, so that's usually true. I like to have an opening and get them in. So it gives them kind of a sense of urgency to say, okay, we better move on this before, we're 2 or 3 or 4 weeks out with this guy. So I know this isn't really anything super fancy, but it works. I cannot think of more than just a couple times where I've been contacted and people have not gone with my service. So, and if they do, a percentage of that time they come back to me later on. So maybe they're a little sticker shocked at first, and then they might even shop around and they might really consider what I'm telling them here, and then come back later and say, yeah, you're right, I probably should go with you. Now, here's the negotiate part. Let's make that bigger so we can see it. The negotiate part. So how I negotiate, now a lot of people, when they show up on a job, they'll immediately try to upsell people. So they'll say, hey, I'll do your siding and I'll do your patio, and they'll throw out a price. I save the negotiation. I save that. The upsell, I save that. I put that in my back pocket. And what I will do is I'll hit them with this price. Let's say they have a pretty large house and they want the siding done alone. I'll give them that price, hit them with that. If they don't blink an eye and they just say, okay, sounds good, then I'll start upselling them. So if they do have a patio, and depending on how big it is, I might say, okay, and also, if you'd like, I'll take care of that patio for you too for an extra $40, $50, whatever, again, depending on the size. So if they bite, great. If not, I still got the job, $450. The reason why I keep it in my back pocket is because let's say I hit them with the $450 and they start to hesitate and they say, whoa, okay, hold on. And they start thinking about it. Then I will say, hey, you know what? If you'd like, I'll throw in that back patio for free. Now, to me, it's nothing to do an extra patio thing, depending on how big it is. I mean, or I could say $10. If it's huge, I could say $10, $15, whatever, whatever makes me feel comfortable and makes them feel like they're getting a better deal. But honestly, when you're already at a job and you're already hooked up and you're already spraying, it's nothing to take out a patio. If you have a surface cleaner, which I hope you do if you're trying to do this for real and make real money, you should get a surface cleaner. I mean, you can get a cheap one at Home Depot for like $60 and it'll do a good job. But my point is, yeah, save that, keep it in your back pocket, and then wait till they respond to the first your initial quote, and then hit them with that. Say, hey, you know what? I'll throw in the patio for free, depending on how big it is, or maybe a discount. But like I said, most of the work is when you get there, hook up, get your shit set up. Once you're set up, it's just the equipment does the work, really, and it's just a matter of a few minutes of your time depending again how big something is. So that's there. And then also, I'm not afraid to come down a little bit. 425, 400 is better than zero in my book. So I try not to go down that road too much, but like I said, and then sometimes if I'm real busy, then I'll just leave it at that and say, okay, well, hey, if you're, just think about it, let me know. And if I don't hear from for a while and I start to slow down, then maybe I'll contact them and say, hey, if you gave them that much thought, you're still interested in that. I was thinking about it. I could probably do it for 400 or whatever, and then get them that. I don't like to leave money on the table or let other people get that money. So those are just some ideas for you. I have plenty more. I'm going to show you again how to build a pretty nice website for free, a site that I know other people have paid, thousands for. You can get for free. So anyways, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I will see you in the next video.